What's up, everyone? This is. Why are you staring like that?
Because Random got a song stuck in my head because he kept singing it.
It's a great song.
Can I do the intro?
Yes.
Can I do the intro?
I'm innocent here.
No, you're not.
Oh my god. This is Black Sensei Society. We're doing the Lord of Mysteries episode 4 recap.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna be quiet, but
I'm
it
here
is
with
it is
Moose
legitimately a great
Peaches.
song.
I'm here
It
with
is a
Moose
great song.
Peaches, Random, and I'm Lonnie. How's everyone doing?
I'm in trouble, so that's how I'm doing.
I feel like I'm also in trouble now.
The answer is yes.
Because, like, I was singing it in my head as you started recording, and then I realized why it was stuck in my head, and then I made a face, and then I saw the recording, and then, yeah.
Ugh. Uh, okay, so this episode I thought was a banger. It was a good setup episode. A lot of things happened, but it was pretty well. I think the pacing was a lot better. What did you guys think of the overall of the episode?
I thought it was really cool. It gave us a chance to slow down after the first three, which I think we kind of needed. Kind of getting to see his daily life, learn more about Klein as a person when bullets aren't flying. That's what I really liked most about this episode. And you know me, I'm a slice of life fiend. So anytime you give me some of that, that's cool.
I loved the old man in this episode. He had me dying of laughter. I was cracking up.
We'll get to the old man in a minute, but if we start from the very beginning, we see this guy talking to somebody clearly more powerful than him, or someone that he's working for, his boss, about the diary that was with Klein that ended up killing those people with him. Uh, and
And technically him.
yeah, him before he
This is
got.
not the original Klein.
Yeah, he's not the original Klein.
Hmm.
So
He technically did die.
so we see the guy talking to his master or boss or whatever, and reveals that, like, oh, he's after Klein, and that I guess this is like his last chance to get the book. Then we get to Klein and one of the goats. That old man is one of the goats. Uh oh, okay. Uh and he's teaching Klein about ritual magic or ritual spells and things like that. What were you guys' thoughts on that?
Favorite scene. Favorite scene of the episode by far.
Yeah, it was cool.
I
I'm,
was
I'm
dying laughing.
yeah, it was cool. I'm like Taylor. I like the old man. I don't trust the dude at all, but I like him,
My whole thing is okay,
Why don't you
so
trust
bro.
there's something about his character that makes me be like iffy. But my whole thing is if 12 pounds made Klein go from dirt poor to like upper middle class, 30 pounds of debt, 30 pounds worth of debt is crazy. Wild. Man's a gambler. Man has a gambling problem. And then he found the wallet with 30 pounds in it, gave it to the dude, and then still got the 30 pounds from it.
Yeah, so before we dive in, like, so basically he did the spell, like, where he chanted to the goddess, deliberately asking for 30 pounds. And then we
Mhm.
see them walk outside. He finds a wallet on the ground. He's like, "Hey, I told you the spell worked." The guy says, "Oh, that's my wallet." He's like, Klein's like, "Oh, what's gonna happen? Is he gonna, like, not get his money now?" He gives the wallet, and then the guy gives him exactly $30.
You know what I think it is with him? It's not even that I don't trust him. He knows something. He knows something. Like Mance has seen some shit.
Mhm.
Like he knows something. And it's like something like monumental.
And usually, I think this is just from all the anime we've watched. When you see a character like that, if he's just quirky, I'm kind of surprised that he's just quirky. Like there's usually get those characters. There's something else going on behind the scenes.
Or they have like the most tragic backstory ever.
Yeah,
Uncle Iroh.
that's why I think I really like. Obviously, he's not Uncle Iroh, but I'm like he could play that role for Klein.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. Personally, love the old man. He's either seen some shit or knows some shit because there is like he's quirky, but there's like something behind his eyes. Like there'll be little scenes where he'll have a little bit of that like dark look to him, and you're like, there's something there. There's something there.
All
Mm-hmm.
right. Okay, and then next scene, we see the Tarot Card Club or the what's it?
Divination Club.
Yeah,
The
Divination
Divination
Club.
Club, yeah.
And Klein joins because he feels like that might help him become a better seer. And then towards the end, I guess the person that he's supposed to see there ends up being the dude that is actually after him and stuff. So, what do you guys think of that scene and like how one girl gave him a premonition that did end up happening at the end at the end part of the episode and everything like that?
I think that the tarot cards are somehow linked to like actually giving him like real premonitions into something just because of the whole gray mist and it being linked to the tarot cards. I definitely think that there's an actual link there for him. I don't know if it's necessarily for everyone, but everything in this world seems to like I mean, of course, it's because the previous person that was isekai like brought some of this stuff in and well brought a lot in, honestly. But I feel like the way that the magic in this world works, like you can bring these things in and they actually have like significance behind them.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, no, we'll keep going. I'll just come back. I think for what we see, what a seer can do with how he just like, hey, go to the doctor, man. You got something going on right here and your lungs and that stuff. But I asked you right before we started recording why he chose that place in particular instead of all the other divination clubs. It ain't like that's the only one around. But is that I'm just gonna have to go to the wiki and figure that out, right?
I mean, it could also just be a coincidence thing. Like he was walking down, she literally gave him a flyer and he was like, this would be good.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Like I don't think that everything necessarily has like a deep hidden meaning behind it. I think this one could have just been like a coincidence thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um but like
Okay.
yeah. Mm.
All right.
Okay.
The
Yep.
next one, which is probably the most arching overall important scene, is Klein talking to himself while he's writing, saying how he needs to figure out how to get back home, and he feels like being able to control the great fog might be able to do that. So he's trying to figure out: do I make myself stronger as a Beyonder? Do I try to just advance my Beyonder abilities? And then he also starts thinking about what if I redo the incantation, the good luck charm, onto myself. So, what do you guys think about that part?
I do like the fact that he's also honestly always trying to find a way to make it back home, especially after he was at the club and say, okay, I think he said the person put two cards down. I can't remember exactly what the guy said for the first one. Like we believe that you're from far away or your way back home is not feasible right now, but
Yeah.
it is a possibility. So, um, I really do like that. Now I just think he's kind of trying to speed run his way home, and I think it's gonna hurt him. That's how I feel because the way what he would have to do to him, maybe Lonnie, because you can. It feels like what he's trying to do to himself right now is trying to force his way home, and the world is gonna make him pay for that. Am I
I
crazy to
mean,
feel that way?
to be fair, if it was me, I would also be trying to find my way back as soon as possible. Like I don't want to sit around and like with all these people that I don't know, like in a world that I don't understand. Like I'm good. personally off that, but especially when like the job that I have to take is dangerous. Like I'm actually like my life is actually being put at risk. There are people that are actually after me because of this notebook. Like I'm going to try to get the fuck home.
Okay. No, I got you. Other than that, I mean, it was cool. He's just solving things out. I think, like I said, it was nice to see Klein and learn more about him when the bullets are. I think Klein was the biggest winner of this episode, with just kind of how he conducted himself when he was
Just
in, and he was talking to I forget their actual nicknames. I think
Justice
it's Bunny,
Justice and
Justice,
and Hangman.
the
Hangman.
Hangman, bro. I thought he was gonna pass out with how much he was freaking out when they were having that little meeting in the gray fog. He's like, the fool is, and he just starts freaking out. Now
Oh,
you
he's
know, it's like,
But
it's like,
I mean, to be fair, in their world, the only people that can drag you in from that far away into a dream world and do all of this stuff is a god, and then on top of that, he gave himself like 16 different names.
that is true.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah, so getting to that. So the next scene, of course, is well, besides the little slice of life thing with his sister, how like she invited. I think that's when she invited him to
the party
the
later,
The
and
party
party.
and
Yeah.
everything like
that
that.
was a turtle. That was not a little doll. That was a turtle.
That was a turtle. Yeah.
Hey, let her dream. Let her have what she wants.
She needs to
Uh,
get better at anatomy.
so he has his weekly meeting with Justice and Hangman. We see that Justice is now under the spectator pathway, where she asked for advice, and she said, and Hangman said that basically you have to be as objective as possible. You can't let emotions get in the way of your decisions and things like that, or it could lead to disaster. She also asks what happens if an animal takes the same potion.
Oh yeah, I was laughing when I saw that. That's what she gets. That's what she gets for just having, when she's conducting these kind of experiments, and she just has her dog running around. Like, what are we doing? At least
And
close the damn door.
just to skip forward, we can talk about the end credit scene
I
where
love
the
the
dog.
dog. I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at the dog being able to
I'm
talk.
not
To
mad
Listen,
at the
people.
dog
if we're
either.
gonna be completely honest, it wouldn't cross my mind either to put my like pet away. Like I'm
Look,
not mad at it.
Yeah, it was like on the desk and it like went up
Exactly. Like
off the desk.
it was on the desk and the dog knocked it over to get to it. Like
look, I'm not. The majority of the blame goes towards Justice, because look, for her to just be like, what would happen, and then knowing the alternative, she just got fucking lucky that the dog became a Beyonder. She
But
could have been
hey,
fighting her. Yeah.
how the rant? It's also a specter. How is a dog supposed to be objective?
Don't look at me, man. I don't understand how the fucking shit
I'm just
works.
saying, like a dog being objective. How do you think that's gonna work out?
Horrendously, horrendously. She
listen,
better.
now the dog can talk. They can communicate. She can help it regulate its emotions.
It's a golden retriever,
It's a golden retriever.
and acknowledge it's like, hey, I'm a dog. Like I don't know.
I didn't say that it was like gonna work. I just said that they could attempt it.
Ugh. So later on in that scene, he tries to have them what's it called? Basically, he wants them to practice ritual spells, and he told them to say the chant that he made for himself, and he gave that to them.
They thought
And
that he was a god.
yeah, they're like, oh, his name is 3 lines. Like he's a god. Like how old and ancient is he? Klein is the definition of fake it till you make it.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Because
already a god.
Bro got manufactured aura.
he just gives back wisdom of something that he might have just read like 5 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
He might just try to do things for himself and then like say to someone else like, oh my god, what is this? The fact that the diaries and all that stuff are in ancient Chinese, or I mean regular Chinese, and they can't decipher it. Like he's got it made.
Yeah, and that was the other thing. When he asked them for the notebook, they were like, "He can read it? Does he have a decipher?" Like, I don't know. It was funny to me. But the other thing that I thought was really interesting that they confirmed in this episode, because it wasn't really stated or confirmed in the previous episodes, or if it was, there's just so much information that I was kind of lost in the jumble of information that we received, was that he's able to enter the fog, but the gray fog actually belongs. There's like something else in the fog with him when they're there. Because he kept saying, like, whoever, like the beast that's in the fog with us, or something like that. So that was also another interesting like thing that they added into this episode. And I think part of it was because they did it a lot slower, that it was easier to pick up on that aspect
Mhm.
of it.
Yeah, going back a little bit, just remember what that old man said and what the nightmare dude said in the or the second episode. Beware of what if you don't understand or know something, do not look into it. They made that very clear. Like, hey, do not pursue the unknown.
But here's the other thing. How are you ever supposed to learn about something if nobody ever discovers what it is?
That is true, but also Klein is surrounded by completely unknowns. So
He himself is an unknown.
yeah, I'm just like so things might not always work out for him because,
I'm not saying that they are.
Mm-mm.
but yeah, just but that's a common theme in lore mysteries is like beware of what you don't understand.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that rule to heart. When he told you, like, never, the old man's like, never, never, never interact with anything that you do not know about. I said, absolutely. I do that in my real life. So why the fuck would I be like, why would I even attempt to do that in some place I have no idea about?
Well, because you don't know anything, so you are going to have to do some unknowns to figure out how the world works. That's the thing. Like, he didn't know when he did in the first episode, the luck spell again for in this world, he didn't know that that was going to take him to the gray world. He thought it was just going to take him home. So, like, for Klein, that's not really a possibility when he doesn't know so much. There is so much about this world that is unknown to him. So it's kind of like a
Doomed
catch
if you do,
22 in that sense, because he kind of can't listen to that rule if he wants to survive.
or try to figure out how to get home.
Exactly.
He has to push those boundaries. So next scene, his family they're walking to the party. They
Mhm.
get introduced, uh, and Hangman starts doing the prayer. And for some reason, Klein feels it. He feels the Hangman like praying to him or whatever,
Just
like he's a god.
crazy.
That's insane.
Because
That's
that's
some
like a
blaze right there.
that's like a god. In our understanding of how praying to a god works, that's that's it. They would hear you.
Yeah.
Spe-
So
And what they think, and so they don't think that they're just doing a ritual. They think that they are literally praying to this god because they see him as a god. So it's interesting.
so scaling back, if you remember in the scene where they go to the club,
Mhm.
one of the girls that's friends with his sister that whose party it's for, whatever, she left that club with like with a gift. So the party's going on, they're all eating and stuff like that. The girl, his sister, and another friend are upstairs in a room.
You missed him dropping his food.
What do you mean when he dropped his food? I thought he almost dropped his food.
He
He
almost
almost
dropped
dropped
his food,
Yeah.
but
He did.
But
that was part of that whole scene. He
cuz
almost dropped his
the
because
cuz
the sister was like, "Hey,
the
I know you. I want you to get married, but not to my friend. She's 16." Mind you, that is not what that conversation was about, but it was just funny.
Well, because her sister's friend likes him, right?
I think so.
Yeah, and she was like, "I know your sister doesn't know your true identity," and I'm like, "Okay, this is." I'm
Well,
not gonna hold you.
because
I-
she told him, he told her at the divination shop that he was a seer.
Mhm. No,
So
that felt that's the only part of the episode that felt real anime-ish to me. Like you could have done away with that entire section. Sure, have him almost dropping his steak, but like even doing that, I'm like, no, we're good. Romance is not in the cards for Klein at any point soon, at least in my opinion. So why even bring that up?
I don't think it was a romantic thing.
No, yeah, but it's not even
Yeah,
intimating
'cause
that or anything
he's
like
like,
that.
I think he's like in his mid-20s, like, and she's
Y-
16, so that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't even think that there was any indication of romance in
No,
this.
no,
And
I'm
I
not
just
saying. What I'm saying is like, don't even bring that up. Don't even. Okay, your friend. Oh, don't talk to her. She's 60. I know you want to get married. Like, why even have? That's to me was like, why even
no,
have that?
she wants her brothers to get married.
I understand. Okay, okay. Maybe I'm just saying it wrong, but you're right. You're right. I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm just gonna let it go because
It
I
was
think
just
I'm saying
showing
it
the
wrong.
dynamics of their relationship more.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
know, it's like a rapport thing between like brother
Yeah.
and sister.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I don't
I
think it
got
was
you.
meant to be like taken seriously.
Yeah, no.
I didn't take it seriously, but also at the same time, I was like, that's you could have. I wish they had. I wish they didn't even talk about it. I wish they just talked about something else. But that's fine. That's just
Right.
where I was at with it.
Um. So they get to. So the girls are like like she's like, oh, like I got a magic mirror for a gift, and then
Hmm.
she goes like mirror mirror on the wall type bullshit. And then
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all?
It's like,
we
when's the
basically
live?
see the Grudge pull up pull up in that pull up in the mirror, and she possesses that girl basically. Uh,
Hmm.
but the possession's being controlled by that dude that's after Klein.
Hmm.
Klein knows that, understands that, hey, I'm not a seer. I mean, he's like, I'm only a seer. Like, I don't really have a strong offensive magic. He runs up there, he does the ritual magic. And yeah, what do you guys think of that whole.
Homeboy ripped his arm off
To continue to try and take Klein out.
to continue to strengthen the possession
Hmm.
of this girl and to try to take Klein out. He ripped his arm off.
And it, I'm all right. I'm all right. It ain't worth that much to me, man.
He bit his fingers off in the beginning
That's
of the
insane.
episode.
That's insane.
Dude was going off.
Yeah, I thought it was cool, and he just showed. Um, I I wonder if the problem was Klein had to think on his feet, and I think he did a pretty good job with what he had because
Mm-hmm.
he did put her he did technically try to put her to sleep, and then he attempted to finish the ritual. If it wasn't for his two
Well, no.
followers praying and doing
Yeah,
the ritual, he was cooked.
that was the big part because he was about to
Yeah.
get taken over, and then Justice started praying to him,
Hmm.
and it kind of like I don't want to say revitalized, but kind of like took him out of that stasis like state and let
Hmm.
him get that edge back.
He got like the 4 dots
On his hand, right?
on his hand. Yeah. I don't know. I just the hair and the skin merging together was a
Ugh.
little no thank you. And then also just nothing is that serious where you need to rip your entire. Also, how strong is this man that he just ripped his arm off?
Well, to be fair, it was either that or as we see at the next scene, he got murked.
It's something you can't. A normal person
Does
can't
he look
just
like a
rip
normal
their
person?
arm off.
Does he look like a normal person?
Hold on, I need to. How much force to rip
To be fair,
your
your body does just
arm?
have a defense mechanism against it. I understand you bit your fingers off, but
About
ripping your
3,000 to 5,000.
He might have used magic.
3,000 to 5,000 newtons
He
of
might have used
force.
magic for it.
I
I
should have
don't
used.
know.
I mean, look, bro was committed, so I'll give him that. And also, it's an
Nigga used a
anime.
demon to
It's
possess the
only
girl and was
500
controlling the
to
girl through the demon.
1,000 newtons of force to bite your finger off. It's almost double or
Yeah, Taylor.
triple. I'm
He,
just saying.
he
I'm
used
just
he
saying.
used
To
a
rip
de-
your arm
from,
off
from
is
his house.
crazy.
From his house, he used a demon and a magical mirror to possess a girl, but the demon wasn't possessing the girl. He was possessing the girl from his house. Yes, I think he can probably rip his arm off with some
Well,
type
no,
of
that was because the runes that were on the mirror versus, and then the mirror that she had.
He
It was
still did it, Taylor.
just saying, ripping your arm off is a lot of force.
Duh. It's an anime. I don't know what to tell you.
It is an anime. So, or my bad, a donghua.
It's a Donwa.
That's a donghua. So,
Lord of Taylor, that's a mystery we're never gonna solve because he's dead. We're never gonna solve it. We're never gonna solve it.
It's just crazy.
Maybe he's just like that.
It's just crazy to me.
Uh,
It's just crazy to me.
I'm sure it is.
I just don't get it.
look, I respect the commitment, but bro literally cannot beat prayer.
Yeah, I was to say he lost a prayer.
Oh, we saw how strong the ritual was
Mhm.
beforehand.
And also, I wonder if the strength of prayer, like, really,
No, it seems like it's like a legit thing.
yeah, but like for instance, Justice and the Hangman, they're like, this is it for us. Like, this is, we believe in him. And if maybe if somebody else who didn't have as much belief, does that power work less? Or am I just thinking too much? Because they're
I
still
think you're
praying.
thinking too much about it, but your thought does have me going on to a different tangent. Listen, okay, if he gets powerful enough and he adds in more people, they're gonna start a new church for him.
I think that's
There's gonna be a new church.
that's a big ass table that you see all three of them. That's a big ass table.
Well,
You could have
because
like 10
there's
people there.
24 arcane and the tarot deck.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's for all 24.
I'm saying nothing.
But all I'm saying is this man's gonna end up with the church. He's going to end up with a church.
Makes sense. Absolutely makes sense.
It's hilarious.
If a new church forms, what do you think is gonna happen?
Well, I think it's gonna upset the balance, right? Wouldn't it upset the balance of everything with
Yeah.
a new church forming?
Oh yeah.
Also, Klein would be incredibly incredibly powerful from that.
But
Especially
also,
as a seer.
but also remember he's using something else's gray fog.
True. So
So it's also gonna piss some things off.
That is
so
true.
big
Yeah.
thing was about this is that the group that is after him, whatever, they believe in the true God.
No, the
Mhm.
true creator.
Oh, the true creator. I'm sorry.
Get it right.
Um
This is
and the
why it was
true
called an
creator
elitist.
and the true creator is a fragment of the original being that created everything. And then we see at the end of the episode him and his boss talking, and then his boss turns around, and then he's like in another plane and sees what was described as the true creator. What did y'all think of that?
I think the feathers have something to do with it that we keep
Mhm.
seeing, the iridescent ones. I think they're coming off of the true creator. But I do think it's really funny that the true creator was T-posing upside down.
I was gonna say something about that, but look, I'm gonna let them
It's like an
cook.
upside down cross.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
I will say it kind of reminded me, like all the rings around and everything kind of reminded me of like Elden Ring a little bit, but I don't know, it was interesting, it was cool. My interpretation of that scene was like he actually got pulled into like a dream realm because like one of the iridescent like things touched him and he actually got pulled into a dream realm by the true creator because like they're trying to revive him but like clearly he's restrained, he's upside down. I'm saying he, I don't know if it's a he or she or they them whatever. Like we don't know like their anything right now. um But they also were talking about the 7 deities, gods, divinities, right? 7.
Mhm.
Talk about the pathways.
No, the gods.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, the 7 gods. So like my whole thing is like clearly I don't know, I'm thinking like Greek mythology sense of like the one true creator was like overtaken by potentially beyonders that he bestowed these like gifts onto, and they took over the roles of gods, and they restrained and mutilated him in order to get like the immortality aspect of it and blah 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 blah. But that's just like my brain jumping with conclusions and trying to connect things from different lore, like different stories and animes and things like that I've read. So
It just feels like with how much setup this was, obviously the fight was still pretty cool. It just feels like we don't. A lot of the payoff for this episode is going to happen in maybe the next episode. It was just a really good payoff. I just feel like I don't really have a lot to say, and I
the
feel
payoffs
weird.
for this episode isn't going to happen for a while. This story is giving me the vibes of like Throne of Glass, where there's characters that you're introduced to at the very beginning that it's not paid off until like the very end of the story. So this seems like it gave you a lot more implications of where the story could potentially be going, but you're not going to figure out anything about the true creator, about like this new group or anything like that for a very long time.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Can we talk about the justice now that we know exactly who she is now at the end with the end credit scene, please?
Oh, she's like the princess, right?
I thought she was just she's part of a really noble family because she wanted to wear that dress twice, and her maids were like, "They'll think we're broke if we wear the same dress twice." And she just really likes the dress.
Yeah, she is. She's a like high up noble. Yeah,
She's very high up noble. Then she finds out her dog can talk,
I
right?
love it. I love it.
And I'm just like, I okay. Have you noticed this with a lot of Dongwa, like uh the Day of Life of the Immortal King, all this, there's always a talking animal in
Are we
every
mad
single
at
one of
it?
them. No, 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 I'm just
I'm
saying it's
mad
just
at
like
it.
that's the trope. That's
I
the
love
trope
it.
that we're getting. It's like there's always a talking animal. This time they just
More
like
talking animals. More talking animals.
once again, this golden retriever was just lucky. He could have turned into a monster and been put down, but he just got lucky. But
He
I
still
don't
might. You never know.
I'm gonna say, yeah, you don't know.
right now I just got to prepare my heart for when this dog potentially could go to the dark side.
Oh
I'm
my
not
god!
ready for that.
Imagine
That is
she
wild.
has to take it down. She has to put
Yeah.
it down.
I'm not watching that episode if that's a thing.
You think that dog's making it all the way through, Taylor?
If the dog does not make it through, I am flying to China myself to find the creator. And then we're going to have a very long conversation. Okay? And they're going to edit the entire series so the dog lives.
What if the dog like saves the universe?
I'm with
But
it.
with its death.
No.
So screw the universe?
Yeah.
That's insane.
If you told me right now that it was my cat Mischief's life or the universe, my cat's living.
To be fair, I get it because I'm the same way when it comes to like the rumbling. I think it's insane people who just do what Aaron does. So, but whatever.
God, we're not about
I'm
to.
sorry, are you not a Jaegerist? Are you?
No, he's not.
I'm not.
You can leave.
Okay. All right. That's gonna be the end of episode 4 recap. Uh, episode 5 will be
What?
another banger. Uh, or mysteries continues to cook. Any final thoughts, guys?
Um, I hopefully I want more of these kinds of episodes. I really enjoyed the slice of life aspects of this episode. Getting to see him and his sister interact a lot. Obviously, her friend, sure, the mirror was possessed, but they were just like, hey, when does Elizabeth meet her man? And then the mirror was like, 13 years. That's insane. She's gonna meet her man when she's 39. That's when she's gonna meet the love of her life.
Who
And
says that that's correct, though? Honestly, it was a mirror to possess her.
Hey,
I know, but
another
like
one
that's
said
that,
like 2 weeks. The one before that
Yeah,
was like 2 weeks, and then there's
like I was
13
like,
years.
13 years. If I'm Melissa, I'm hot. 39, Taylor. So like that's older than Santo.
No, wait, it would be 29 because 13.
yeah, she's 16, so
Wait,
Oh, okay,
16.
my bad. You're right.
Yeah,
That's
29.
still a long time. She goes through all her 20s, just the struggle. Through most of her 20s in the struggle, in the
Hey,
trenches.
crazy whole phase.
That's insane. That's
but my
insane.
stepmom didn't, and my dad didn't get together until their late 20s.
Um, I don't know when my parents got together, so I wish I could. I wish I had a comparison. But all right, that's cool. But like her friend gets 2 weeks. I get 13 years. That's insane. But other than that, obviously getting to learn a little bit more about Justice and how she lives. Even the fact that I'm excited to see what his interactions with even the divination club are. Because he's like, hey man, like even saving the guy who did the reading for him. And hopefully that dude goes to the doctor because you got some problems. And he's like, oh, I'm a seer. And hopefully they go to the doctor, and it's a lot. I wonder how many people in that club have whatever that problem is that's in their forehead between their eyes.
I think part of that is the dude.
Okay. All right.
What do y'all think about real quick about the hangman where like he lives?
Man's like on a boat in the middle of the ocean.
He's
a pirate. Like he's
Bro
a
just-
pirate.
I just find him very hilarious because of like, like
He's hot.
to be fair, his drip's always on point.
He is
His
hot.
drip's always on point.
He's hot.
I mean, if you want a goon, we could just
see him though. Like, and what he's just like casually, just like the waves are going crazy. Like, nigga, I'm not dealing with that. Like, nigga, go. If that's home, you need to go. You need to go somewhere else.
That is true. Now, I'm curious what's going to happen when they all interact in real life. Obviously, they're all not going to know that he's the clown. Oh, he's the fool. Sorry. They're not going to know. At least I don't think they will know. But I'm very curious to see how they will interact when they see each other in real life.
I think somebody that he's close to is gonna end up being pulled at some point into his round, like his table. Because I don't think that they're all going to interact in person at some point. If they do, it'll probably be towards the end when he's heading home, if he does end up heading home. So I think it'll be I mean clearly somebody that he's gonna get close to is gonna get pulled in, and he's gonna have like that whole I knew they actually know it's me, blah 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 whole thing, because stereotypical.
Okay.
Well, that was our recap.
I didn't even give my opinion. You let Random give his opinion, and then you started talking. I got completely skipped over.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Queen. Go ahead and cook.
I loved this episode for the old man purpose. I liked being able to see the different ways that rituals can work. And Random now owes me an apology because I didn't know this side of him when it came to Attack on Titan. So he's been demoted.
I've been very clear on that aspect.
We have never talked this before. Ever.
I just wouldn't
You're
make.
being demoted and ranking a friendship.
That's insane. That's
It's
insane.
happening.
I I
Happening.
I don't look. I just said I wouldn't do it. I'm not hating on anybody else who choose that choice. I just said
Santo's
I
gonna
wouldn't
go
do it.
above you because he also enjoys the TikToks and stuff that I send him.
Oh, let's not pretend like I have not. I'm still working through all the ones that you sent me, and each single one I give a comment.
You
Each single one.
you do, but Santo enjoys them and sends them back to me.
Okay, so you're mad I don't send you some back. Is the problem here?
No, I'm mad because you're not a Jaegerist.
I just wouldn't commit genocide, and I'm getting punished for that.
Yeah,
That's insane.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's combating genocide with genocide. What do you mean?
Look, I just wouldn't do it.
Anyway, that's the end of the episode.
Why am I being attacked for choosing not to murder innocent people?
We'll back here.
They're not innocent. What do you mean?
5.
One country's not innocent.
I'm trying to do this damn ending. All right. That's the end of the episode. We'll be back here next week for episode 5. This is Black Sensei Society. See y'all later. These